All right, guys, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Perchy's having a great day, I think.
Having a great day. Go on. Shock me. Go on, do you know what? Screw it. Do you know what? They want to throw me under the bus. Okay, cool. We'll start this show like this. Okay, cool. They want to throw me under the bus. Let them. Go on, Johnny. Give them a question that some absolute lunatic has said. Go on. Come on.
Sounds good. So, Perchy, question to you. This was from one of our dedicated listeners. Her name was Hannah in Kent.
It's not the Hannah, is it?
Well, all I got is Hannah from Kent. That's all she sent in. So it could be. Maybe there's two Hannahs. I don't know.
Oh, don't.
It says, Perchy, considering you are very upset that we are currently bottom of the fair play table, if you will, if our boy Romero promised to be just a good little lad for the rest of the season, would you be his top or his bottom?
Why do we start things like this? Like, every episode, it's actually fucking mental. That is mental. Like, why can't we ever just start a show going, how's it going, guys? Look, good result on the weekend. Wasn't the greatest game. How do we let's dive into the game. No, we talk about creepy sex with weird players that we have. Mental.
Wait a minute. Whoa. You just equated homosexual sex to creepy sex. That's not creepy. That's just two men enjoying each other's bodies.
No. Do not. Let's not start that one, because I know where this goes. We're not starting that. I did not say that. I did not say that.
Okay. Can I just interrupt, Perchy? You've hit the period zone. Okay. So you need
please,
to
coming from you. You were doing it a minute ago. Don't try that one. Don't try that one.
I mean, on the sound, lower your mic.
Oh, of course.
By the way, everyone, he has a new mic. So, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I mean, that's much better. But,
Snap, crackle, and pop, bitches. Yeah, look, I don't know where this energy's come from today.
It's because you're so excited with Romero.
No, it wasn't. It's because if people, you lot will get the cut up and beautiful thing when you listen to this. I've had to go through 15 minutes already with these lot, and then we're gonna start again. So yeah, look, I don't care. Call it out. Call it what it is. Yeah. I'm gonna say bottom. Yeah, can we move on, please?
Oh, I need to picture this. 1 minute. So Johnny, can you line up the vision for us? What's happened? So Perchy's where at this point? Is he in the changing room? How can you
Sorry,
set the scene?
Why do you always fantasize about it? It's proper mental shit, man.
So just for full clarity, this is the second time we started this pod, and the reason why is because I started it in such a terrible way. There was no Perchy question, first of all. Hannah's not here to spice things up. She'll come on in a bit, I think. And so we just decided to start again, and we start with the Perchy question, and he went a bit hyper.
Cool. When are we gonna talk about the game?
Yeah, we will. I just want to set the scene. So Perchy's. So he gets like a stadium tour. Is that correct?
Johnny, I think so. It would have to be a stadium tour.
I'm asking.
I think it starts Titanic on the Skywalk.
Okay, so before that, Todd, do you want to tell everyone who you are?
I'm the real James with a Y. This other guy's been frauding you for a few weeks.
Fair play.
New on the pod. Here to take over. James, you can leave the call. Perchy, you ready? John, you ready?
I like that. Fair play. Respect that.
So I'm just going to repeat what I said in version 1 of this pod, which none of you will ever hear unless we release it as a.
Who's got their phone on? This is a serious podcast.
Me, sorry, it's Hannah.
Unbelievable.
She can't stop messaging me all the trash that she sends. 1 minute. No, okay, it's not trash. It's actually a good thing. Right, so in my 44 years of living, I have never met another James that has a Y in their name. As we said, the only one was Jessica Jaymes. Did we find out if she died, the porn star? I don't know. But yeah, so you're the other one.
I'll go through the archives.
Yeah, right, she's dead. She died.
That's such a shame.
I looked it up.
So there's only 2 of us unless you go on searching on LinkedIn like a nonce. So what I mean, look, what we have to look after our own, right? But because we can't have two Jameses, especially with a Y in their name, you're Todge, which is the Other Jaymes, which is what you're known as on the group chat. And
Yeah, we've got a bit of a big cook, little cook dynamic going on. I'm big Todge, you're little Todge, just to show everyone's on.
I'm fine with that. I don't mind.
Yeah, perfect.
So let's talk about the stadium tour. So Perchy goes with his mum to the stadium, and he's in the changing room, and they show him that lovely round changing room. Johnny, can you take over? Just delve into Hannah's mind a minute and just walk us through this vision.
Well, I don't want to get too intimate with Hannah's mind because we won't go there. But he'd probably he'd probably be on a tour of some sort, and I could see just Perchy like a wide-eyed child wandering through the dressing room, and then coming across our beautiful Romero, and just pleading with him, "Will you be a good boy, please?" And then Romero would say, "Only if you'll be my good boy," and then they go at it. That's what I think.
But this is like Michael Jackson territory because you've just said Perchy's a little boy. I mean, I've pictured a little kid now talking to Romero.
I mean, short man. How about
that? I asked
man.
you to delve into Hannah's mind. I wasn't being serious. Okay, we know that she's into the youngsters, but oh dear. So there was a game on Friday night, which I completely forgot about. Right, I literally had forgotten that there was a game, and I was saying to you lot, good night, wasn't I? And then you lot said, no, there's a game, and I went, oh fuck, there is. And Perchy, do you want to run us through the game?
Yeah, sure. Look, I thought it wasn't a very great game. I thought the quality wasn't really there. Just got the goals. Forest were awful, by the way. They were absolutely terrible. And we should have won that game comfortably, and we did. Just a few disappointments, really. I thought suspensions, like we're getting more and more of them. Like it's not sustainable.
We'll talk about the disciplinary stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that like in a bit. But yeah, just a bit underwhelming of a game. Bit of quality from Kulizeski to go and win it. By the way, crossing for Richarlison was pinpoint perfect.
He's on 5 goals, isn't he? In all
contests. Yeah. I mean, he gets a goal. I mean, it was probably more luck than anything, but he gets the shot away and he forces the keeper to make a mistake. So credit where credit's due, right? Yeah. Listen, one of those games of football you don't go back and watch it at the end of the season, but you take the 3 points.
Johnny did. Well, it's not the end of the season, but he still went and rewatched it. So, Johnny, over to you, mate. We won't talk about the disciplinary stuff just yet. We'll talk about that in a bit. What did you think? Because, by the way, when you watched it, did you know the score?
I did. I knew the outcome. Yeah.
That's dedication, mate. So you knew the outcome, and you still. I can't do that.
I just wanted to see how. I wanted to see how we played. I wanted to see how we played because like I brought up earlier, that the listeners won't hear. I like how we're now pacing ourselves a lot better than we used to. The first half, the first 20 minutes of the first half isn't just an absolute nuts screaming fest of balls of flurry. It's much more paced, and we can actually keep pace in the second half in the last 20 minutes to protect the lead. So I think we played well. I think all things considered, I think it was a great game, other than what we've already alluded to in the whoops challenges. And I have something to talk about that when we get to it. But I think I was happy with everything. Happy with everything. I don't think we could have asked for a better match, other than it subtracting out the disciplinary issues.
All right, Todge, before we come over to you, we've actually been bestowed with a guest. Vibes' own H. How are you, darling?
I'm okay. How are you?
All right.
I just rushed through the door, guys.
Is that a euphemism?
Could be. No, me.
So
throat sounds a bit hoarse.
It does, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? I have my reasons.
So we read out.
Fucking know your reasons.
I think it was you that sent in a question for Perchy, and you have to listen. Was it you then? We'll have to listen back to. Well, you'll have to listen back to it later. He was fairly animated. We've never seen him like that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It
It's
wasn't
like,
animated. It was actually the most mental question ever. Again, what is it with you people?
Do you expect
Honestly.
anything else?
You
honestly?
people.
Mental. Just it's mental.
Oh, you wait.
yeah, there's a lot
It's so
more.
much worse for you.
This is gonna... So, Todge, tell us about what you did. You watch the game? I hope you
Oh,
did.
little Todge.
I did.
I'm
I
s-
did.
I'm so happy you called him little because he was trying to lay down the law and saying that he was the big Todge. Ain't working. I mean, now that Hannah said it, it's done.
Yeah.
So little Todge, tell us what you thought of the
I
game.
mean, her bar's fucking on the floor, so.
I've done a lot of market research. to be
Yeah,
fair.
no, the game. I thought. Yeah, we fucking know you have. I think half of the population of Kent knows who you are. But yeah, the game, main thing. One of them, it had vibes of Bournemouth and Luton to it for me, where I don't know, just like we didn't do too much. I mean, Forest didn't do too much either, but I just felt it was a little bit lacking going forwards, and I don't have to pick on him. I feel Brennan Johnson is a little bit, I don't know, just a little bit shy of things at the minute. He's not the player that we signed. Whether that's joining a big club fears, but yeah, I just feel, and that could just take us to a new level. Like John was saying, just maintaining attacks and maintain a bit of consistency through the game, and instead of just having that initial 20 minutes and fading. I feel there's room to work on.
All right. So before we get on to the disciplinary points, Percy, you were kind enough to make the running order, and it looks like there's another question.
I'm not answering another one. Someone else can.
Oh, come on, be a man about it.
No, this is targeted now.
You're hitting the period zone
Well, that's
again.
your problem.
I'm not hitting the period zone. No, I'm watching you and you're hitting the period zone. Don't try that one with me.
I am.
What's the period zone?
Oh, it's when it hits red on the little bar thing. But I don't know why. It was a weird analogy. No, I think New Boy should do a question.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go then. I'm not a little
Sounds
pussy
a bit
like you.
cop-out.
Come on then.
Hey.
Ooh,
There we go.
there it is.
This is an easy one, anyways. It's another one that kind of got us in trouble last time, but at least there's not one person in it that we can't speak of. We can't speak of that one person.
What did Adolf send this one in?
Yeah. This is
YG.
from Frederick in Greenford. It says
Greenford ends. What a geezer.
Yep. Yates, Cash, or Martinelli? Yates, Cash, Martinelli. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Yates, Cash,
Ooh.
Martinelli.
Yates, Cash, Martinelli.
And this is to the new boy.
Hard. That's a difficult one. I mean, Martinelli's neither here nor there. He's a bit irrelevant, isn't he? Like, he's got less goals than Richarlison this season. So,
Yep.
I mean, we'll
Yeah,
take
would
his
you
money.
fuck him?
We'll take his money.
Okay, so that means marrying him,
No,
right?
I think bit exotic though. Bit exotic, isn't he? Oh, that's hard. Right, Shag Martinelli,
to
get
each
that one
their
done
own.
out of the way.
Okay.
And then I think Yates is a bit of like a bell end on the pitch, but I feel like if you were with him, he'd be all right. Like, he'd be a cunt, but that's your cunt. End of the day, be a male Hannah. That's how I feel he'd be. So in light of that, kill Yates, and yeah, I guess we marry Cash.
Marry Cash. Wow. All right. Perchy, come on. You gotta chime in on this one a little bit.
Well, before I've got a question as well. By the way, did any of you know who Yates was before the game?
Nope.
Yeah.
No.
I'd never heard of
No.
him.
I feel it was a Make-A-Wish.
Spectacular.
I hadn't heard of him. I didn't know who he
Played
was.
like it.
So, Perchy, over to you, mate. Who are you? Are you going for Hannah's ex-boyfriend, Cash, or a Yates?
Oh. doesn't matter what I say. It really. I mean, what? Yeah. What? Ryan Yates seems like an all right lad. I'll go with him. And the other ones can die if that's the.
That's not the options.
What were the options?
No.
Sorry, I don't. I wasn't.
No.
I zoned out.
Fuck,
You're
marry,
killing
kill.
one.
Shag, marry, kill,
marry,
mate.
kill.
Come on.
Shag, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Probably
He's
marry
still got the
Cash.
thought of Romero
Marry.
ploughing him.
No, I think marry Cash only because it's just easier. He like lives locally from where I was in the UK. It's probably just convenient. Yeah, shag Ryan Yates and
I
kill
need
the other
that as
fella.
my ringtone.
Martinelli.
Yeah,
You
him.
saying
That
you
guy.
Shag Yates.
Okay.
Why do you make it? Why does everything I say get made in something weird?
I mean, you
No,
said you
no,
shag
no.
him,
There's not. There's nothing weird. You said you'd shag Yates, and then you would be a bottom for
Is that what
cuties.
you
So
said?
we're all good.
You'd be a bottom. Yeah, you do strike me as a bottom.
Yeah.
I didn't want to assume because you meant an
Unbelievable.
arse of you and me, but clearly you're the arse. So
Who just smashed their head on their computer?
That was my mouse that fell off my computer. Apologies.
So disciplinary problems. I took a look at Transfermarkt. They can't spell their website properly. Transfermarkt.co.uk. And you know what's interesting? We're bottom of it. So we have 60 points. Chelsea are after us on 58. But I didn't find that bit interesting. What I did is I went to last season. I wanted to see if there was a comparison here. And what's interesting is that if you look at the top three winners of this, last season was West Ham, City, and Arsenal. And if you go to the season before that, and you press show again, come on, City are top. See a trend happening. And if we go to the one before that, oh, City are fourth. So my comparison is just gone down the toilet. But if we compare it to the last three seasons, then we see that league leaders are normally fairly near the top, in the top 3 or 4 if you want to go for the last 4 seasons. At the top of it, and this season we're not really doing too well. Perchy, you got a lot to say about this.
Yeah, I do have plenty to say about it.
Go on then.
No, look, I just think at the moment it's just becoming a bit of a problem. A bit of constant suspensions, constant bookings. We're going to miss Basuma and a doggy against Everton. We're then going to miss, well, if Romero and Sarr get a booking against Everton, they then miss Brighton. So you then have 3 out. It's just becoming constant. And the problem is when you've got injuries, like you can't, the way I look at it is you can't account for injuries. They happen. It is what it is, right? You have to get on with it. You don't. It's different with suspensions. You can mitigate against that and stop that happening. It's happening far too often. We're getting booked constantly. Players are getting yellow cards all the time, and it needs to stop. And they're just silly fouls that we're giving away at the moment. And someone's got to in the background, and it's probably got to come from the manager. The manager's got to pull them aside going, guys, I can't have you suspended for games at the moment. We've got these injuries at the moment. I can't afford you guys being suspended. It's just someone has to go in there and just say, look, we've got to be clever. Other clubs are clever at it than we are. We're too obvious with it. We give away so many silly fouls, and it's like someone's got to wake up with that. It's not good enough.
Right, so the question is, Johnny, why? Why is it happening?
I have my thoughts on it, to be honest with you. I think and maybe this is well, we have a young squad, so that's out there.
That's not
B,
an excuse, is it?
Well, no, it's not an excuse. I'm not. These aren't excuses. This is more
Context.
maybe thoughts behind or context. Thanks, Hannah. The second thought is that perhaps the way that Ange pushes them to be attacking, they're attacking they're attacking too much in their mind, and not like the maturity thing isn't kicking in yet. They're trying to get to the ball, trying to get the ball, kind of like Basuma against Forest. It was, I mean, we're up 2-0, but he wanted to get that ball so desperately he made a completely dumb attempt and just got a red for it. And I mean it was a rightful red. So I don't know. It's almost like he's, perhaps it was my thought during the match is that maybe the fact that we're so forward foot, we're so get the ball and push up field, that players are fighting for the ball so desperately and they want to get the ball so desperately that they're just making dumb mistakes.
Todge, any thoughts on it, or Hannah? Hannah would go with you,
Yeah,
actually.
I do.
Go on.
No, I agree with
fuck off,
Johnny.
Hannah,
That's
I'm speaking.
No, I'm talking. It's
That's
my
right.
pod.
Know your place. No.
So I agree, because we are playing like fast attacking football now. It's a new system. They're still learning the way that Ange wants to play. I think they will calm down eventually, but I don't think necessarily the right thing, and this might be why he hasn't done it, I don't think the right thing is for Ange to start asking them to hold back. That will be completely at odds with, I think, what he's trying to achieve. And in that, we're going to lose some of that passion that we've been seeing, what we've been enjoying. So I think they'll just learn the way. I think they'll settle down eventually. I don't think it's that big a deal, because I think we all went into this season knowing that it was kind of like a free hit, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah, that's my
Todge,
thoughts.
hold on. What do you want to say?
Yeah.
Because I want to build on what Hannah said. So go ahead, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I'm sort of like both camps of Johnny Hannah on that one. It's a bit of both, but I think, yeah, young naivety, absolutely part of it. And at the same time, you know, what we're building, we can't, you know, start deviating away from our core principles at this moment. I think, like, a bit extreme of a case, but you look what happened with Delhi when you tell him to stop being as aggressive on the pitch. It just didn't quite seem to work the same. Obviously a bit of a extreme example comparison, but yeah, I think you can't stop it. Keep going, and you'll learn to make the clever fouls on the pitch that we got quite good at one point under Jose, I feel. Obviously, squad's very different now, but you know, more you play, more you're gonna come back into that, and refs just need to grow up and stop being a bunch of paedophiles, really.
Oh, fair enough. So, guys,
So one stat that kind of sorry, James, one stat that kind of stuck out for me after that the Forest game is they had 16 fouls, we had 11 fouls, and we had 3 more cards than them. One of them was red.
Yeah, but not all fouls are bookings.
I understand that.
point
I understand that. I'm just saying that you know, I thought the reffing was horrible. I thought they could have gotten a lot more. I thought they should have gotten a couple more cards at least in the whole entirety of the game. I mean, Son was on his back almost just as much as Hannah on a Saturday.
Almost.
Wow.
I mean, seriously, did you guys think the reffing was good? Did you think it was fair?
I thought you were asking us
think it's
seriously
been
about
watching all
Hannah
season.
on a Saturday.
No, we know the answer to
I didn't
that.
think it was. I didn't think it was as awful as everyone's been making out to be. I thought there was a few that I'd have gone, okay, maybe they were on the edge of being bookings, but like, I just think I think we lose our minds with it all. And I look at some of the bookings we gave. They were correct bookings. The only one I would say was wrong was the one on Destiny Doggy. That's not a booking any day of the week. That one's wrong.
Correct.
But I look at
Totally
it, I go,
agree.
I didn't think many of our bookings were wrong decisions. I thought they were right. SARS was a
No, I
booking.
agree. I agree with what you
Davis's
said.
was-
With you
Davis's was
about
a
ours,
booking.
Perchy. Yes, about ours, absolutely, I agree. With the exception of Udagi, just like you said.
But
Totally
I think
agree.
theirs was probably right as well to a certain extent. I think probably the only one I thought would probably warranted on multiple for it was Ryan Yates. Was probably the only one I'd have thought maybe he should have got a booking. But everyone's making out like he was dirty and all that. I thought he was a rugged
mate.
defender. Like he was a
100%.
midfielder. He was a midfielder that we'd absolutely love at Tottenham. Like he worked his backside off for them.
In the 90s, we would love him, mate. No, I think the problem
We
with
would
Yates.
now.
No, but
would
I think the problem with Yates, mate, is that he, like, if you see a player ask the ref to give another player a booking, I think 9 times out of 10 you will see that
Yeah, I
player
said
get
that's what I
booked.
said. That should have been a
Right,
book.
but he did it on, I remember, 2 occasions that he did it. Some people say 3 or 4. Right, so I just want to say my point, right, and then we'll move on to what do we have next? Another question from listener before we get to said listener. Yeah, so a question from our listener. Look, do you know what it is? Do you remember when Ange came in and there were all these sound bites? You know, when he was talking to the players just before their lunch. Do you remember how he was riling them up? You know, it's not about you, it's about what made you. And throw that in along with, you know, I won't blame the players for making mistakes. And you sort of have not a recipe for disaster. I think what we're doing is we're coming to a point where we're trying to level out at the moment. And it's going to take a season. And we are going to see players suspended, a lot of them. And that's why January is important, and I think we'll talk about that on the next pod. But I think that's what it is. You know, if any of you read any books on Ange, any one of you, am I the only one who's done the research? Right, you need to read some of them. And I'm not at all, mate. It's just because I'm half Greek, he's Greek, and it's sort of like, you know, a bit strange to see someone like that in the Premier League. And I was following his career for quite a while. And so I read all of them. Yeah, that's a bit nerdish, I have to be honest. But you know what? He's massively passionate. Forget the Ange that you see on TV. He's very different behind the scenes with his players. Like, he will push them, and he'll pick some of them up on the training pitch. He'll pick them up by the scruff of the neck and push them into a tackle. That's what he does. And so when you then say, yeah, go in, and they slide in. Yeah, you made a mistake, but I've told you to do that, so that's fine. Remember, we're still under this learning curve, this process of a new manager. How many games have we played? 16? How many have we played?
Yeah.
17?
17.
17. 17 games only. You know, let's not include pre-season. 17 games in. Okay? And so I think that, is it a disciplinary problem? Yes. But will it be solved? Yes, I think it will be. And we do need players added to the squad. He's alluded to that already, because they're doing things that he wants them to do. You know, so to say the manager needs to have a word with them, well, the manager is having a word with them.
I don't think the manager's telling like
you
the likes
heard,
of Basuma.
but
Yeah, but he's not telling them to go in and absolutely get sent off like that. He can't. If he is doing that, then there's a bigger problem. That's what I'm saying. He's not doing it.
He's not. But let me tell you what he is doing. And again, the sound bites from Ange, right? I keep saying to all of you to do this. Just listen to what he said. If you heard when Carragher and Neville interviewed him after the game about Bissouma, did he seem too pissed off? Of course, he probably was, because he misses him for an X amount of time. He's not going to show that to anyone, though. But his words were valuable. And you see what he said.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch it after the game.
Right, this is like talking to a fucking empty room. So what he did was he said, yeah, you know, he didn't mean it. It wasn't malicious. He just went in. No, I know. But this means that it's not like, if we had 11 Romeros, I would, you know, it would be funny. It would, I mean, you know, and the UN would have to be brought in. Sanctions in Geneva would have to be drawn up. But
Perchy would be getting bottomed like a motherfucker.
But I just think it's one of those things that is here now. It might not be gone tomorrow, but it will be ironed out over time. And it also gets ironed out when the players get better, and they are getting better. And so I think let's not go overboard with it. Yes, Perchy, you're completely right, mate. That come the Brighton game, we might have how many players out?
Brighton. Well, we could have, if Romero and Sarr get bookings on the weekend, you're guaranteed to have 3 suspended. And then you also incorporate the fact that you got Van de Ven out, Bentancur out, Maddison out, Solomon out, Perisic out. Like, do you know what I mean? This is the thing, right? Is what I find funny is I'm not saying anyone here, by the way, but saying in general what I see. I love that what I see from the likes of Romero and Bissouma, but then but then the same people will moan if they see Eric Dyer starting in the starting 11. You can't have it both ways. At the moment, we're at a situation where we are 1 or 2 players now that Eric Dyer starts playing at centre half. Are we all going to be sitting there going, it was good though. It's all good, Eric Dyer's playing again, guys. Let's all celebrate. No, he's crap. We don't want to see that guy in our starting 11. But this is the problem for me. Like, for me, at the moment, right now, we need to be on our best behaviour when it comes to discipline because we've got so many injuries. Like, we're another couple out that we end up like going who plays where next. And the problem is to benefit from this system that we're playing a completely new system. It benefits from playing with a stable 11 that play most weeks. Yeah, you can't account for injuries, but suspensions you can account for. And for me, like, I think I'm not sitting here suggesting that Basuma intentionally went out to clatter whoever it was. I don't think he did that, but we can't keep going on with suspensions. He's now been suspended twice. Udogie's now been suspended. Udogie's been suspended twice. Romero's been suspended once. It's not good at the moment, right?
It's not, but there are some green shoots. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and I know you can't see it right now because not many people can.
I can, but I can also be critical of the fact that our players, we've had 5 red cards,
100%.
and we haven't even got halfway into the season. I understand all that, but for me at the moment, this is the time when you go, we need to be much more mature.
Two red cards, not 5.
What we've had 3. Sorry,
According
I'm talking
to
about. Sorry, no.
marked.
Sorry, yeah. Apologies, yeah, because two of those 3 of those were on multiple yellow cards, which is a similar thing. Sorry, I meant it in the sense of we've had 5 players out suspended for disciplinary reasons in this season, is what I mean. And it could be then 7 if 2 more get bookings on against Everton. But this is it. Like, we now have to go and we have to endure another game with Emerson Royale at left back. Like, this is the reason for it now. Like, we have to sit there and endure him playing another game of football. We shouldn't be playing on this team at the moment. He's rubbish.
All right, so anyone else got anything to say on that, or we're all done dusted? So we can move on to the question from our listener. Who is our listener, Johnny?
Our listener currently is Harry from Melbourne in the UK.
There's a Melbourne in the UK.
Melbourne in the UK? You mean Australia?
No, it says
Is there
UK.
a Melbourne?
No, there's one in the UK, mate. Yeah, it's like the Midlands.
I know there's one in Australia. I'm not that dumb of an American, guys. I know there's one in Australia, but he said the UK.
There's a
I
Melbourne
didn't
Road
search
in
it out.
Chatham.
Maybe that's what he means.
That's
I have
helpful.
no fucking idea.
Big ups to the people on Melbourne Road in Chatham. Like, that
But then you're
added
saying
no
it's in
relevance to the
Australia.
conversation.
That's why I'm here, no?
All right.
Brilliant.
Well,
Big up to Melbourne Road.
yeah. Thank you, Melbourne Road. I appreciate the listenership. So, who on the team would you allow your missus to shag if it guaranteed that we would get a cup?
Say that again. Who won the team? What?
Who on the team?
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you have a mental breakdown reading that out?
Which
Like the
which
first
player
team.
which player on our squad would you allow your significant other to shag if it meant that we could guarantee we would have a cup?
Oh, I can answer that straight away. It's Sonny, because my wife would run back to me, and he doesn't have any passports that she would be interested in.
All right.
Brilliant.
Wow.
I hope she doesn't. I really hope she doesn't. Rana, I really hope she doesn't fucking listen to this. Yeah.
You're
So
so
there you go.
That was easy.
Anyone else?
Yeah. I'd
Perchy,
say
you
Brian.
can give your
Hill.
missus your sloppy seconds.
Oh God! I actually don't know who Sue. I don't know who Sue's would. I actually don't know.
You don't
wanna-
know.
do you
I
wanna
tell
put
you
her
now.
on?
I don't know who she would. Who
Oh.
she would prefer. Who? Oh wait, this is who I would prefer.
Yeah.
Is it? This is who I, not who she.
Romero, so you can be cocked to it.
Yes.
Sorry.
Come on.
I would have probably said Son because at least like he'd be a decent bloke. Romero's just a freak.
Sun's
Like
fake.
no, it doesn't work like that. This isn't a real thing. Why does everyone treat these conversations like a real thing?
You're the only one getting irate, my darling.
Yeah.
I'm not getting
Maybe
irate.
just deep into his fantasies a bit too much.
This is mental.
So Sonny would be a gentleman about it, is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like he'd probably go out and take her out for dinner and stuff, and you'd be like, okay. He probably wouldn't do anything. He'd be too scared.
That's what
So
you like to think.
easy.
So he'd do stuff that you don't do with Susie. Is that what you're saying? Fair enough. And Johnny.
Oh man, I'd say Romero just to watch him beat the fuck out of that thing.
Jesus. Sorry.
What?
What?
Just to
sorry,
really, just to.
sorry. What?
No, no takers. All right.
Now you're better.
I don't know. I just read the questions. I don't think about them. Of course, I'm kidding. Jesus Christ, Perchy, settle down.
I don't know.
Man.
I actually don't know. The way you said it would convince you, my friend.
Perchy sounds jealous.
It does, doesn't it?
Don't take my Romero away from me.
Todd, are you old enough to have a woman or a man? Can you answer this question?
I mean,
Has to keep the door open in his parents' house.
Actually, before you answer that, Hannah, we didn't know that Todd was 23. I mean, we know that you like him young. He's too old for you. We know that, but 20. Well, I mean, from his picture, I don't know. Did we say this in version 2? Because this is the second version of this podcast. Did we say this in version 1 or 2? Did we talk about how he looked? I can't remember. We did talk about it.
You
today
did. You did mention it.
Why? What did you say?
Version 1 or 2? I can't remember. This is great podcasting, right? No, because you don't look 23. You look much older. Like you look like a man.
He does look like a man.
Thank you.
He's
That's
got
the
lovely
goal.
skin.
Do try.
He's got facial hair that I can only dream about.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got Mediterranean blood, and I've got. This sounds horrible, but if someone looks at me, let's say I haven't shaved for 6 months, I look like I've just been through chemo. I mean, it just doesn't. Nothing grows, and I've got patches everywhere, and I don't understand it because I have Mediterranean blood from both sides of my parents. You know, two different countries in the mid, but yeah, great beard, mate. You and Josh, actually, both of you.
Oh,
We need to be. Can we be like sponsored other than Vibes, who doesn't sponsor us? Hannah, you're supposed to sort that out.
I
Who
will
else?
Thursday.
You are Thursday. Great, you're gonna go in there. Just try
Yeah,
and get a
Thirsty
discount.
Thursday.
All right. Oh, what? Oh, okay.
Wait, Thirsty Thursday at Vibes?
Oh, did you not know about that?
I didn't either. No.
What do you drink at Vibes?
Well, that's
Nothing.
another
See, I
pod.
love it. Nothing.
Oh no.
That's for the group chat.
So for those of you who don't know, Vibes is Kent's adult toy store. Put it that way, and we're hoping to get a sponsorship from them. Seeing as we're the only adult Spurs podcast out there.
Yeah.
Todge, over to you, mate. Who would you like to have a go on your missus?
You know what? My feeling is Brian Hill, right? And hear me out, because I feel like he's a small
She
little
got a
guy. Isn't he?
Beatles fantasy.
Well, this is
That's the
no.
funniest
See,
thing.
this is
Oh, Ringo.
Ringo Rocket, mate. That's what we need.
That's what we have to call him, Ringo Rocket. Who's coming?
That's the name of the pod.
Yeah,
We got the name of the pod, Ringo Rocket.
You didn't miss a beat there, Perchy. I love that. Oh, I rate that.
Go on, mate. Sorry.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, you're going to have to explain this one, I think.
Composure. I feel he's just like he's a little fella, and I feel that carries over. And so I feel like it'd be so disappointing. She wouldn't want to look anyone else in the eyes that's famous. So just a bit of delusional security, I guess, really. But I do like the domestic violence vibes Romero got.
That's right. That's
Who
right.
knows? Flip a coin.
I mean, am I the only one who wants to
Here's
see
what
their
Mooch just
missus
put me in.
sexually pleasured?
Who wants to what?
Who wants to see their missus sexually pleasured? Am I the
Apparently
only
so.
one?
And you know what? This is an epidemic.
It depends on the mood. If she's been annoying me, I'd rather just have her slammed into a wall. So you know,
Brilliant.
Romero's
Oh,
different.
well, there's your Romero vibes then. Right?
Romero.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got Everton because Perchy has to go and watch Espanyol, and apparently, even though the game starts in,
I can go for a stay for a little bit longer.
oh, see, you do like it, don't you?
A little bit longer.
I know. So we've got Everton coming up, at home. You're going to be there, right?
I am going to be there, yes.
Todd, you're going to be there as well, right?
Yeah, all things being well.
And so
Yeah.
that means just... So Josh... Is Josh going to be there?
I don't think so.
He's just got a season ticket. It's just like a status symbol. He just has one, doesn't ever turn up. So...
Yeah.
All right, cool. So you two... Ringo Rocket and yourself, Hannah, are going to meet up, hopefully.
Yep.
Yeah.
I need to beg, steal, or borrow for a ticket, but yeah.
Oh, you still haven't got one?
Not
Just
yet.
just ask Josh to give you his. He never turns up.
He's a selfish bastard and I hate him.
True. So, what
Anyway.
do you guys think of what's going to happen? I'm actually a bit nervous about this game.
I am. They're doing well, actually.
4 in a row.
So,
they've won.
yeah. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I think I know.
Great
and
answer.
then, yeah, no, but it is like that, though. Like West Ham, I thought that was going to be fine. And it just wasn't. So, I'm just going to shut my mouth for once.
Fucking hell. You feeling all right? Jesus.
No,
I'll call an
That was
ambulance.
my dog. Apologies.
you're a bitch. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous, actually. Anyone else twitchy?
Me.
No.
massively. Yeah. No, you're not.
Yeah,
Why?
absolutely.
What do you think, James? What do you think's going to happen?
I think it'll be all right in the end. I think we'll play into Everton's hands. Absolutely. Like, we're the kind of team they want to face. Just full on relentless waves. They'll hit on the counter. But I just feel our quality that we have overall, just they won't be able to cope. Their centre backs aren't the greatest. Full backs aren't the greatest. I think midfield will be the key. Depends on how Decky performs, but I just can't see them creating anything special, to be honest. And yeah, Calvert-Lewin, he's just a lanky piece of wank, so, no
Piece of
threat.
wank.
I'd like him at Spurs if he could stay fitter than for at least the game. Johnny, what do you think, mate? Are you going to watch this one? Are you going to?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Are you going to be at the Dog and Pony? Are you gonna
What day is it
Dog
on?
and
Is it?
Pony, what a pub.
It's the best.
Great. What day is the match on? I can't even remember. Saturday? No.
He's...
Wow.
Come on, Saturday, mate, 3 o'clock.
Yeah,
Back with the
that's
good
right.
old days.
Yep. Yeah, I might. That might be a dog and pony day. Anyways, yeah, I don't know. I would say I'm nervous, but I mean, who have they played their last 4? It was away at Forest, home against Newcastle, home at Chelsea, and away at Burnley. So, yeah, I think we're gonna win, but I guess I'm just nervous because of their form. I guess you strip some points out of a club and they just come alive. Yeah, I'd say we win. I don't know if I have an official guess. Maybe we'll do a safety of 2-1.
I was going to say before we get to that, I wanted to talk about.
Too late.
So, George, was it you that said that they don't have any centre backs?
Well, I just don't rate the overall quality of their squad. I mean, I'm just going to go
Really?
back to their lineup
So-
in the last game. I mean, Kowalski.
I think Branthwaite gets in our team.
Yeah, Branthwaite. Branthwaite's
He's
brilliant.
He's a top centre half.
And I've got a feeling he's going to put on a blinder. I've seen him play 3 times, and every time I thought, wow, what a player. He gets better and better.
Branthwaite's good, but
I think
he's not. He
overall
didn't
their
start.
centre halves are good. I think Tarkowski's a good centre half. I like Ben Godfrey. I think Mikalenko's had a good season. Right
He's a
back,
left
I
back.
think. Yeah, no.
Their
I'm
right
saying,
back's Patterson.
yeah,
He's very good.
they got that Nathan Patterson. They've still got Seamus Coleman, who's still doing it at his age. Like, I mean, I know he's injured at the moment, but no, I think they're a relatively strong side, and they're going to play very, very similar to how you would. They'll play very much how you expect a Sean Dyche team to play. It'll be rugged. It'll be very hard working. Are we going to work as hard as they are? That's going to be the biggest question, really, for me.
I don't think that we do work hard, right? Ange won't let them not work hard.
Yeah, but we work hard in a different way. I mean, this is more about being industrious than being flamboyant. We're very good at.
Well, we've got
very
a
good at
problem with low blocks, mate. We do.
But
we've got
that's
this
where
issue.
but that's where I was trying to get at, right? This
I'm
is
trying
the
to
point,
finish
I
your
think.
sentences faster for you so you can go and watch the Espanyol game. And you're still
No,
going on.
it's good. It's good. I put the ticket on my phone instead of going to the ticket office. So I mean, that cuts out about 20 minutes. So.
Why do you need a ticket to go and see Espanyol? There's like 7 people and a dog going and watch it.
Whoa! Have some respect.
Sorry, 15 people.
Have some absolute respect.
You're such a daddy, Perchy. Have some respect.
No. Sorry, but there's more atmosphere over there than there is at our stadium. So I'll have you that one. Especially
Because
last season,
if
honestly.
If you put 30 people in in an echo chamber, you're going to hear them. Look, it also means that Delhi's going to probably be at the stadium, I think. Which will be. I know he's injured. No one seems to know when he's coming back. Can we talk about Delhi a minute?
I was just about to say, would any of us take him back?
There you go. So a question from James Payton,
Hi.
just sent into the pod. I think I can answer that. I think that if he could, look, I mean, there is a chance that Everton might just let him come back to us because
he's not on loan. We sold him to them.
No, I know, but they still. He's coming. He will come up to the point where they have to pay the 10 million.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be down to us. We sold him to them.
I understand that, but we're not talking to AI robots. We're talking about 2 businessmen, and if one of them goes forward to Daniel Levy and he says, "Listen, if you want, you can have him back, and we'll give you 3 million. So, we'll actually give you money to take him back. So instead of he's reached his threshold, instead of us paying you 10 million, does your manager want him?" And if Ange says yes, I do think that he could do something with Delhi because
God, here we
he's
go.
because he's got
Oh,
that. He's
no.
got that something. Why don't you?
Why?
Yeah,
Because
why not?
Why? Because we talk about winning the league and stuff. Why do we want someone that has flopped at us? He had a good spell and then did nothing.
Why did he flop?
Why would we want him back?
Why did he flop?
We're so sentimental as a football club.
It's nothing to do with being sentimental.
Of course
It's
it
just
is.
No, because
Delhi,
under Poch,
he
was
can't
I
like-
think
even-
he is very sentimental bringing Delhi back.
That is
No,
the
but-
most
but-
I think
sentimental
the
thing
game's really
ever.
fast, Delhi.
But it's not for me though. It's not. I'm not saying it because I loved him. It's just when you saw him, he started to, he always had his problems, right? He did, and he said this.
Yeah.
But with Poch, he had someone who understood him, who got him, and then when that weight goes, why don't we just finish? When that thing goes, and I've seen this in military, guys. Okay, when that thing leaves you, you can have a super soldier who's a soppy bastard. And so it's all I'm trying to say is that Ange, I have a feeling, is the type of person that can bring back the Delhi that we know. If you call that sentimental, fair enough. I would love to see the old Delhi back. Do I think it's possible? I don't know. But would I be interested in seeing it? Yes. Thing is, he never really trained hard, and Postecoglou is massive on the training side of things.
So can I ask a question, right? So that if we brought Dele Alli back, it says everything that's wrong with this football club.
Everything?
Genuinely, everything that's wrong with it. And I don't care if anyone doesn't like what I say. I'm being serious. We should be wanting to. We talk about winning leagues and going on this journey to win the league. Why are we going back to a player that didn't really succeed under us? Let's be fair, whether we like it or not.
Didn't he succeed as much as Harry Kane?
Yeah, he didn't. Harry Kane didn't win anything at Spurs either.
So you wouldn't
equally.
want Harry back? You wouldn't want Harry back?
No, but there's a massive difference though.
Why?
Because
What's the difference?
because Harry Kane right now is turning up numbers that players would love to. Dele Alli's not even getting a game at the moment. He played 15 games. Yeah, he got 15 games at Besiktas, and the manager wanted to get rid of him. The manager couldn't wait to send him back to Everton. Like, this is we're actually comparing Dele Alli and Harry Kane right now. That's mental.
No, I just compared them because you said we're going
Yeah,
back.
but both of them failed at Tottenham. But I would have Harry Kane back because Harry Kane is the sort of player that will win us a league if we got the right style under us, because he's actually performing at an absolute elite level. It's a massive difference.
All right, fair enough. One sec, Hannah, what's your rebuttal on this?
My rebuttal. I mean, it's a bit strong to say that
She thinks
bring
Delhi's
Delhi
fit.
back. I do love Delhi, but I really do. And Delhi is the reason Louis fell in love with Spurs. So I've definitely got a soft spot for him, and maybe that is a bit sentimental that I would have him back. I think, Perchy, you do talk about footballers like they're robots.
How?
How?
We talk about winning leagues.
because we all know what happened with Delhi. I think it's a
Yeah,
little bit simplistic
and
to just
absolutely
say, well, he
massive
didn't win
credit
anything
to the
with
guy
us.
for coming out and saying it. But that doesn't.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that have come out and said that stuff. It doesn't want me. I want them to play at centre half for me. Like we've got to put aside the person there and the football player. Dele
Yeah,
Alli,
I mean,
massive,
listen,
absolute
we're
massive
being-
credit to the guy.
I'm sure
but
this was a rebuttal at some point.
okay, go on.
So I think you're being simplistic. We may be being idealistic by saying we'd have him back if it was the old Delhi, but we don't know the answers to those questions. I think if you were to ask me if I'd have him back, yes, I would have him back, but I probably am being idealistic.
And take up a place for a player that deserves a right to play for Tottenham.
But why does he not deserve? That's a bit again.
Why? Because what's he done in the last 2 years to make him deserve a place at this amazing football club?
But there's underlying circumstances. But we know.
No. What has he done on a football pitch? No, listen. We need to park his mental state and the stuff that he was going through aside.
How have you said that? How can you? It's him. It's not something separate. It's not like a backpack that you can say, listen. You leave that at the door, sunshine. You come in. No, it doesn't work like that.
It doesn't work.
He's not a robot. No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
It
No,
does.
it does. I promise you, it doesn't.
So hear me out, okay? Fine. He comes back to Tottenham, right, and he doesn't play because he's not fit enough. He doesn't want to for whatever reason. Doesn't get in the team. We'd all be happy when we're going to sign a 50-60 million pound attacking midfielder that would have come into our team to improve this squad. But it's okay because Dele Alli's back. We're all good, happy days, celebrations. But then we don't win anything.
No.
Very binary.
We're not saying bring him back right this second.
You just
right
literally
now.
just said. I'd have it.
I would have him back, but I'd love to see what he does from this point. We're not saying bring him back today. Perchy.
What? Okay, I
You
would
just
answer
said
that
what
question.
has he done in the last 2 years on a football pitch? Let's see what
he's done
does. Let's
nothing.
see
He's
if-
literally done nothing.
Yeah, so we're not saying bring him back.
But my point is,
Considering
you're saying,
that,
but that's my point though. He hasn't done anything to show that he has a right to play for Tottenham. That's the difference.
I think
He
all
hasn't
things
done anything to
considered,
earn a right.
Let him get back to where he was. Hopefully,
But
I'm not saying bring him
do
back
we
now.
genuinely, do we deep down, without putting emotion and all this lot, deep down with our heads go, Dele Alli is going to be the player he was when he came in like a house on fire from MK Dons and flipped it over.
No,
do we
no,
honestly
no.
deep down believe that's going to happen?
If I could have that player back, I would.
But that player's not there anymore. That player's not there
We don't know
anymore.
that.
Of course I do.
Can I just answer this question? So let me answer your question. 1 minute. Let me answer your question. The truth is, no one knows. And all I'm saying is, I would like for him to be given a chance under this management. And it's not just Postecoglou; it's the management team, and we're going to probably lose one to Swansea, I think, in the next few days, and which is a shame.
No, I think he's turned down, hasn't it?
Yeah,
He's
unless a new approach is
rejected.
He rejected. He stepped down. He said he didn't want that, did he?
All right, fair enough. So, I would like to see Delhi come in and see what he can do with this new management team. And if it doesn't work, that's where my sentimentality stops, because then see you later, mate. But I would like to see it. Do I know if it's going to work? No. I believe that it might not, because, I mean, everyone says it. He wasn't the best trainer. He never really trained too well. Maybe, though, now, due to the fact that he's getting himself sorted out, maybe now he goes, I've only got a few years left, and so I'm going to put everything into it. We just don't know. All I'm saying is I would open the door to the possibility. That's it.
Here's another question then. Why would he want to come back to Tottenham? Why would he want to come back to Tottenham? On a serious level, why would he? Because, let's be fair, he implied a lot of the stuff that happened at Tottenham. That's where his mental health deteriorated. Why would he want to come back to Tottenham?
No.
What does Dele Alli benefit from coming back to Tottenham? Like, and we're talking about him as a person. He doesn't benefit anything. He actually doesn't benefit anything.
Well, they're two very different questions, aren't they?
Well, no,
you've
because
said,
I don't.
Why would
I
he
think
want to come back, and why does he deserve to come back? You've asked both those questions.
But both of those are exactly the same answer. I don't think he deserves to come back to Tottenham. He hasn't shown it. He's played 750 minutes in a year and a half. That equates to about 8 games. I mean, in the sense of time lapses, and he's not. He went to Turkey. He thought, do you know what? Out of the limelight, go and then show us what you've got. The manager just dumped him out and went, nah. And then obviously all the images that were coming out about him, like, I don't necessarily agree with all those things, like, but listen, I think nothing against him as a person. I think he's an actually decent bloke. I think when you uncover the surface of Dele Alli, he's an all right bloke, but does it mean I want him to play in midfield for Tottenham? No, because there's a difference. I want Tottenham to sign the best players. I don't want to sign in players that aren't at that level anymore. We should be expecting better. That's why I always say we should always expect better at Tottenham, because we talk about winning leagues and we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, but then we go and sign Dele Alli back. Like, it doesn't work like that for me.
So I agree with you, and we'll finish up here, right? Let's say he comes back for a trial, and Ange and the team love him, and then he's offered a new contract. So you're going to say, "Oh, fuck this shit! I just want us to sign the best players." What are you going to do at this point? He's just signed until the end of the season, right? So the management team sees something in him. How are you going to feel?
I'll be honest, I'd say same old Tottenham. I said there's nothing changed at this football club. If we sign Dele Alli back, I'll be honest, there's same old Tottenham.
That would mean that you don't believe That would mean that you don't believe that Ange is the one signing the players. I think we'll talk about that on another pod. I think.
No, I think there'll be if Ange Postecoglou thinks that Dele Alli is the player that can take this team further, then one, I'd question him. One, I don't think you want him. I think actually Ange Postecoglou wants players that work hard. Dele Alli's not that guy, so I don't think he'll want him on that. So on that thing, I actually trust what Ange would not want this guy. Point two, it would sum up everything about Tottenham. It literally would sum up, and it would. I'd sit there and go, we all talk about we've changed as a football club. If we signed him back, we would. I'm not saying, I don't think we will, by the way, because I think actually we are going somewhere different, but in a different road. But for me, I just think it would sum everything up for me. It would genuinely sum everything up. But yeah.
All right, fair enough. So Everton predictions. Johnny, you said 2-1.
Yep, 2-1. Next.
Can you come back to me?
Todd, you've been too quiet, mate.
Mate, I just feel my room getting warm with how hot Perchy's head was during that.
Hey,
yeah.
That's nothing, my friend.
Friends.
Oh, we heard in that first take from Romero. You know. Yeah, back off, mate. Take me to dinner first. You're gonna call me friend. Fuck it now. Yeah, if we're going to score, 3-0.
3-0. Perchy?
I think it'll be a scrappy 2-1 win.
2-1. I think, before we go to Hannah, I've got a feeling that Everton won't score. And I've got a feeling that we're going to score 1. So that's 1-0 to us. I got there in the end. Hannah, over to you.
Yeah, I'll go 2-0.
2-0.
Yeah.
So the running order here says that Perchy put together. It says, let's see, we've done score predictions. Sexy Christmas message from Hannah.
I literally didn't say that, but okay. I don't know how Hannah's got roped into it. I thought I was going to be doing it. Cool.
Oh, I saw H.
It's Perchy's sexy Christmas. It's Perchy's
I'll
sexy
take
Christmas
it,
message.
I was actually going to say a Christmas message, but it's cool. Hannah can do it. That's cool.
I saw HW and I didn't realise it was Hotspur Way. Sorry, I thought it was.
Yeah, Hotspur Way.
Have you got a sexy Christmas message for me, Perchy?
It wasn't. It was just a Christmas message to the actual listeners. I just wanted to say, look, Merry Christmas to you guys. Thank you for listening to us. I keep saying watching.
Oh my God, watching.
Just thank you for listening to us. And look, we'll be putting out loads and loads more stuff in the new year. I can't wait. It's gonna be fun. These guys are absolutely degenerates, but it's fine. But we're good. And listen, genuinely, thank you very much, and have an amazing Christmas and New Year with your friends and family. Enjoy it.
Aww.
It's really nice.
That is a very nice message, Perchy.
So
Josh just wants to share a message that he thinks we're going to win 3-2, by the way.
Oi, alright.
Wasn't he supposed to come on? I've just told him to come on.
It was a bit of a snafu.
I do have to run now, though, by the way.
Watching the Boyd. What's Boyd? Oh, boys. Okay, there you go.
Boys.
And what's the score going to... Who's Espanyol playing before you leave?
Burgos. Burgos. It's a second division team.
Are Espanyol in the second division?
Yeah, it got relegated last season. Don't start that one.
So it's 8 men in the fucking stadium. Then it's not.
Anyway,
even...
look, listen, it's not that. It's nearly sold out. To be fair, let's give them some credit where credit's due. They're good side.
Capacity of 12 people. I mean,
but look,
yeah, okay.
I just want to say thank you very much, guys. I'm gonna run.
Love you.
All right, love you loads. Love you.
Bye,
loads.
guys.
See you later.
Love you, bye.
So he's gone.
Josh sends his love to everybody on the pod. He wasn't on today. He says hi to everybody and that Hannah is a slag.
You disgust me.
There it is. I promised I would do it, and I had to do it. I apologize, Hannah. You know my feelings on you.
It's alright. It kind of sounded sexy coming from you. So. And if
It's
Josh had
my
said it, I would have been
American
sick in my
tone.
mouth. So.
It's true.
Yeah.
Hannah, was there a pod that maybe you were thinking about doing that you want to talk about here, or do we not talk about that to our listeners?
I don't know if we want to talk about it yet because it's still
A little tease, maybe.
but it's so obvious, though, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. So we kind of want to do a Boyfriends FC pod. We're not sure where it's going to go, what the content's going to be, but
so what do you have in mind?
Fucking funny. So.
What do you have in mind? So it's no guys allowed.
No, it'll be a girly pod.
Right, a girly pod, but it'll be part of Hotspur Way, which will be fun.
Basically,
So
our group chat.
Yeah. What is that? Just all about dicks?
It's that on steroids.
Shut up. That's not possible.
It is.
No, that's not possible.
No.
It's disgusting.
I want to
and
meet.
vile,
I
and
want to
I'm
meet.
so proud of it.
I want to meet Carly.
Carly's coming over. Everyone.
What tonight?
No.
What do you mean?
No, she's coming over in January.
Oh, she doesn't live in the UK.
No, she lives in the US.
She's American.
Yeah. We're a multinational brand, Boyfriends FC.
Oh.
As is Hotspur Way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she's
Wait, is
coming
Perchy
over.
going to be allowed on because he's a bottom?
That's what I was going to say. I was actually going to ask about that. If he's like he's going to give you shopping
Laugh, it
tips
just came out of me.
and do makeovers.
Do you know what? Respect to him, though. Like, it's not easy being a bottom, I tell you. So, well done, Perchy.
Yeah, we love him. But yeah. Well, look, if it happens, and I really hope it does. Did you speak to her about it?
I have mentioned it to her.
What
yes.
did she say?
She's very excited.
Like on Twitter, we mentioned it, and then other people are saying, "Oh, but there are other pods like this," and it's like you clearly don't fucking listen to
There's
Hotspur
no
Way.
one
If you
like
think
us.
that there's anyone that can pull this off that's done it already, no, they don't exist. So.
No.
And it'll be something in the new year, most probably.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
Right.
we're gonna talk about it.
And we've got more coming on Hotspur Way as well. We shared our strategy. I don't know, Todd, did you see the strategy?
Yeah,
I did.
You
I
did.
did.
See it.
Exciting times.
Yeah, so we've got a lot happening in the new year, hopefully. And we can get there faster if, number one, we get to 2,000 followers on Twitter, or X. So please get your mates to follow us. Mm-hmm. And if you want to send any questions, send them over to @HotspurWay Show on X, or you can them to Muddy Backyard. That's Johnny.
Yep.
And so the saucier the better, right? That's
For sure.
the main thing. And give this review a nice 5-star rating. We've got some now on the different directories that we're on, like on Spotify and somewhat on Apple, I think.
And it's bleeding into real life now as well. Like people.
Oh yeah, tell us you were.
Yeah.
You become a celeb.
Well, my friend at work knows someone who is a Spurs fan. He said, I know he listens to this as well, so he was saying that he wanted a nice Spurs girl to go to the football with, so naturally she suggested me. And she said, do you have Twitter? He said yes, so she showed him, and he went, oh, fucking hell, not her. So
Man of fine taste.
He did. He figured out what a nice girl meant, and it wasn't Hannah.
And he said, oh, she's on that podcast. She's the one that did the fish and chip shop tweet. So here we are. So that's bleeding into real life. And they listen to it on the way to work.
No, it's like even in Cyprus, where I am now at the moment, it's on average there's about 300 listeners in Cyprus, which is crazy. Like the UK is number one, then it's US, but then Cyprus I think is third or fourth, which is weird. And I got a free shisha the other day, which was lovely, from someone who said, "Are you James?" And I said, "Yeah." "Can I come on the pod?" "No." They got me a free shisha. That was
Even though you said no.
yeah, because you wouldn't understand him. That's the problem. He's just like, just dodgy Cypriot with really strong accent.
Oh my
God! I didn't catch his. Yeah, it was not. He's not.
I think you just turned Hannah on.
He's too old and he's not as tall. So
you need to stop talking. That doesn't do it for her. You're not calming her down at all.
So there you go. That's been the Hotspur Way. Johnny, do you want to say goodbye?
Goodbye, Johnny.
Todd.
I was trying to do a Perchy.
you need to hit the high notes.
Sorry, my balls are too big and too far down my leg, I guess.
Right. So before we say goodbye,
Daddy as well. That's the main difference.
Before we say goodbye, there's another message from. Who's it from? Oh, it's from Josh. Also, tell Hannah #boyfriendsfc is not cool. It's gay as shit. There you go.
Mr. Lorry Driver. Yeah.
Mr. Fleetwood Services. Right, so Hannah, say goodbye.
Love you, bye.
Is that it? If we all say goodbye? Yeah?
I think so.
Right, yeah, I'm off to Loft to have a shisha. It's still early, actually, 9:30. Wow. First time we finished one that quickly. And Steph, the owner of Loft, is going to be on next week, which is going to be fun. Yeah, he's a big Spurs fan. And... yeah, if anyone is... Oh, it's like I'm saying it live. Like, if anyone's listening, come and have a shisha with me. No one's listening live. And so by the time you listen to it, I won't be there. But go and have a shisha there anyway. It's the best place in Cyprus for a shisha. Love you loads. See you later. Bye.
Love you, bye.